Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Check.
Hey, we're 33.
That's taken in by Callaway. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Chubb. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Hey, echo.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Callaway on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
56. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 33 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third and 5.
Well, the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 63 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. These two teams all tied after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let him know, let him know. Check.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. 8 82 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
95, Mike, watch 95. Double dog, that's the way.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
We got to step it up. Slam. On your team.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Richard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Raiders on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Strip that ball.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That second down play nets a -4. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now here's Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play fake. Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, run. Don't get nervous. Mike, check, 59. Hey, Charlie. He's tired of me.
Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him.
Yes, a nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Fellas, they don't want to keep playing all day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And the Browns press.
Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you don't want none. Spots, regular.
Now Chubb running right. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set, 20.
Check. Watch 54.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check, 180.
59. Oh, you got D? Check. King.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Maher is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And an alley to run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Pistol. Shit. Watch out. Hey, alert. Watch.
On 1st down, Taylor. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's it, baby.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Set, 180.
Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Again, it's Pumphrey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Let's go!
Alert, alert! Alert, three!
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Yeah, baby!
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing.